The funeral of a Palestinian teenager who was killed by Israeli troops earlier this week. Mourners gathered to mark the loss of another life in a conflict which has claimed both Palestinians and Israelis. Diplomacy's failed to end the violence. Palestinians put forward a resolution at the United Nations, which they believed was a path towards peace. In it, they called for Israel to withdraw from areas it occupies, such as the West Bank, by 2017. But the plan failed to secure the 9 votes required to pass, with 8 for, 2 against and 5 abstentions. France, China and Russia were among the countries supporting the resolution.
Those against?
Australia and America, a key ally of Israel's, voted against.
The fact that this draft resolution was not adopted will not at all prevent us from proceeding to push the international community, specifically the United Nations, towards an effective involvement in achieving a resolution for this conflict.
The Palestinians have found every possible opportunity to avoid direct negotiations with Israel. They have engaged in a never-ending string of political games, and now they are parading into this council with a preposterous unilateral proposal.
Even if the vote had passed, the US had indicated it would have vetoed the plan.
We voted against this resolution not because we are indifferent to the daily hardships or the security threats endured by Palestinians and Israelis, but because we know that those hardships will not cease and those threats will not subside until the parties reach a comprehensive settlement achieved through negotiations.
US-led peace talks failed earlier this year, despite the shuttle diplomacy of Secretary of State John Kerry, who made several trips to the Middle East in an effort to broker a resolution. But many Arab nations don't see the US as the answer. The Palestinians say they'll push for another vote at the UN when the Security Council changes its members in a few days. Rajini Vaidyanathan, BBC News, Washington.